landfall. For those folks who are new to the state, who have not experienced this yet, I know we've got a lot of people that have moved into the state of Florida. Just make sure you make your preparations. Also make sure that if you're doing things like using generators, that you're using those properly. Those generators cannot be operated inside your structure or your home. The exhaust has to go outside. If it's inside, then that could be something that is fatal. So please, if you're going to use a generator, make sure that that exhaust is going outside your residence. We have declared a state of emergency for all 67 counties, given the uncertainty of the path of the storm. We've done things like waive weight restrictions for commercial trucks. We want to ensure that adequate resources are able to be brought into the state of Florida. We've also authorized emergency refills of prescriptions for 30 days. And so if that's something that you need to do, you have the ability to do that. Florida Department of Emergency Management is working with all of the fuel and the utility partners throughout the state of Florida. Once this storm hits, there's going to be a need and a strong effort to get the power back on for as many people as quickly as possible, and they are working with those partners. We have activated the Florida National Guard. They are activating 2,500 guardsmen at the moment, and if there is a need for more, then we could do more, and our state EOC is at a level 1. I want to thank everybody for working hard, not just here at the state of Florida, but also at all our local counties who do a really good job with emergency preparedness and emergency management. We're going to keep monitoring the track of this storm, but it really is important to stress the degree of uncertainty that still exists. And so anybody from Tampa Bay all the way to Escambia County, there are different tracks that would take it into any one of those places. And I would also say to other Floridians, even if you're not necessarily right in the eye of the path of the storm, there's going to be pretty broad impacts throughout the state. You're going to have wind, you're going to have water, there could be flooding on the east coast of Florida as a result of this. It's a big storm. So just prepare for that and understand that that's something that may happen. I'm going to have Kevin Guthrie come up and give an update from the emergency management.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Governor, for your steadfast leadership and unwavering support to the division as we continue preparations and our response to Tropical Storm Ian. Tropical Storm Ian is expected to become a hurricane later today, tonight, possibly tomorrow morning, and reach major hurricane strength by Monday. Regardless of Ian's expected track intensity, we are preparing for dangerous storm surge. I would just mention that these models, while it all has Ian going up to a Cat 4, that envelope of water will not stop due to high pressure or dry air. That has no bearing on storm surge. So we could see a situation where we have Cat 4 storm surge and potentially a Cat 1 or 2 hurricane landfall. At this time, the division is currently holding twice daily calls for all 67 county emergency management officials and state agencies to coordinate proactive actions and needed resources ahead of this potential storm. The division has received to date 122 resource requests for Tropical Storm Ian from our county partners. Requests are currently being processed and are either en route or being mobilized at this point. This includes the coordination of resources such as trucks of food and water, generators, pumps, and emergency personnel. We are identifying potential logistical staging areas and working with our counties and points of distribution to ensure food